Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be doing a very exciting video. I'm actually very happy and so surprised, honestly, that all of the scalp laser hair removal videos have been doing so well on the channel, and apparently this is something that a lot of people have been looking for and are having trouble finding a place that does it. So it's been super exciting, and I've been having people fly in from other countries and other states to get their sessions done with me, which is so much fun. And thank you to anyone who's booked an appointment, and also for the people who have subscribed and commented and liked the videos. It's very exciting. My channel is super tiny, and it's just a fun thing that I started, and then it just kind of has been growing from there. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I just have realized that a lot of the questions are the same and repeated on different videos. So I thought I'd make a little frequently asked questions video for you guys, and hopefully I can answer any questions you might have on the process and who it's good for and all of that. If I missed anything that you would like to know, please put it in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer for you. Also, before I forget, if you could subscribe to help a girl out, I'd really appreciate it. Number one, how many sessions will I need? So this can vary greatly depending on the person, on the type of laser you're using, on whether that's the ideal laser for your skin type, on the tech's experience, on a whole mess of different things. I personally use the Candela GentleMax Pro. In my opinion, that is the best laser for hair removal. It has the YAG for darker skin tones, it has the Alexandrite for lighter skin tones, but it's also a very powerful laser. So something that might take 10 to 12 to 15 sessions on another laser will usually be closer to 6 to 8 sessions on this laser, considering the person who's doing it, as long as they're comfortable doing it and know the settings well and are not afraid of the machine and are willing to use the power necessary, obviously taking care of your skin and not burning you. So there are a lot of things to consider when you're choosing also who you're doing it with. I have heard some very scary things, and I've had people come and who have done previously 10 sessions elsewhere and never had results, and they do one session and they see a huge improvement. So make sure that if you're doing it somewhere, if you get one session done and you see absolutely no improvement whatsoever, that's definitely a red flag. Okay, big question. Does it hurt? So that's very subjective, obviously. But I would say that on the scalp, it is definitely one of the worst, if not the worst place to get it done on your body. Having fat in the area definitely helps cushion the blow a bit. So because on the scalp there really isn't much fat at all, it definitely is more intense. I personally clearly have not lasered my scalp. I did laser a little piece of my forehead before, and it was spicy. But there are definitely options to help numb it. You can use numbing creams. There's one that I personally recommend that's on Amazon that's not expensive. It's a 5% lidocaine, which at least in the US is the highest over the counter that you can get. I don't really think there's a need for a prescription. As long as you use that numbing cream properly, it should definitely, you're still gonna feel it, but it should definitely make it more tolerable for you. Also keep in mind that as you have less hair and the hair thins out, it'll be drawing in less energy from the laser, so that makes it less painful as well. You've chosen to do laser hair removal, right? What is the process like? So typically my appointments range anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. I usually give people a little more leeway when it's their first appointment. They don't really know what they're getting into. Some people need some breaks, and I just don't want to be rushed. So I usually will typically do 40 minutes for the first appointment, and then depending on how they did and how well I think the next sessions will go, I might shorten the time. So I usually book anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes on average for people. Then as far as frequency, I typically do them about 6 weeks apart. It takes about 2 weeks for the hair to fall out, so it'll look like your hair is still growing for the first 2 weeks. It might even have kind of like a crispier type feel to it, because now there's that little stub of hair that's pretty much fried under the surface of the skin. So after the 2 weeks, the hair will start to fall out, and then you won't really have much hair growth until right before the next session. And so typically I do 6 weeks. I feel like the scalp is 6 to 8 weeks would be fine. 6 week mark is like ideal. Question number 4. Can I laser you personally? Yes, it would be my honor. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've been getting a lot more people from out of town, which is so exciting and so fun. I'm in Miami, by the way. And I really, out of everything that I do, love doing the scalp. I've had great experiences with all of the clients that I've had for scalp. Everybody's been super sweet and has been really happy with the results, which makes me so happy. And I just like to see my clients happy. Number 5, what before and after care do you need for laser hair removal on the scalp? You want to avoid the sun for 2 weeks before and after, but ideally no tan at all in the area is ideal. And keep in mind that even if you wear a hat, you know, if it's a regular hat in the back of the neck and on the sides here, you'll still be getting some sun exposure, so you have to be careful. You can wear one of those gardening hats all the time and then you'd be good. As far as what to expect in between the sessions, you can expect the fallout like I mentioned before, and you can shave as often as you'd like. You actually want to come to the appointment with a fresh shave. The fresher the better. And if anything's missed, whoever is doing your laser hair removal should be shaving everything totally clean. After the sessions, you want to avoid any heat. So no working out after. You can always work out before, but not after. You want to avoid like sauna or steam room or any hot showers until any irritation has subsided, which is typically only a few hours. I still say to wait the full day. If by any chance you have any irritation the next day, I would cool it also with the working out. Just avoid the heat, and you can always reapply hydrocortisone. I always apply it after someone's session. If you're going somewhere else, maybe take some hydrocortisone just in case they don't apply it on you. I highly recommend that. How quickly will you see results? So again, as I mentioned before, it takes about 2 weeks for the hair to fall out. So you will see results from the very first session, or you should at least, and it'll just be a gradual reduction after each session. The next 2 and the last 2 are probably the most commonly asked questions. So can you do laser hair removal after scalp micropigmentation? You cannot, because that is a tattoo, and the lasers work by being attracted to the melanin in the hair. So that is pigment in your skin, so that can cause burns, it can cause scarring, it can cause all kinds of problems. So absolutely not. I've had people ask me, hey, if I remove all of it, can I then do it? I've never tried that. If the tattoo was completely removed, you could, but oftentimes I've even seen with like regular tattoo removal that there will be like little specks left under the skin, and in that case, absolutely not. And then to the final question, can you laser after a hair transplant? So I would love to hear from any doctor who does those kinds of hair transplants, because I don't know enough about it. I feel like you could. Have I personally attempted it? No, because to me, it's not worth the risk. I don't know enough about it. So if any doctors want to reach out to me and teach me a little bit more about the hair transplant, I would love to hear about it. I would only assume that as long as the scarring is not too bad and there's not pigmentation issues in the skin already, that it would be safe, but I would definitely do so with caution. And yeah, that's really it. And yes, I've had people come in and show me their scars and ask me, and I just, for my business, I have a small business, it's just not worth the risk. So I hope that I've answered any and all of your questions. If you have any others, please let me know. And yeah, please continue enjoying the scalp laser hair removal content. And please share your stories. I love hearing about it, and feel free to call or email with any questions. I always put my website in the description box, so you can find all my contact info there. It's theparlormiami.com.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and follow us on Instagram at theparlormiami for daily updates.